Hi everyone, today we are going to be making our food design with clay sculpture. So you want to make sure that you have some water, a wet napkin, which I don't have at the time, a spoon to add texture and to score and slip in case you need to connect something together, and your clay inside of a plastic bag. So you do have a sketch that you have already created of whatever food design you want to do. So you're going to look at that sketch and reference that so you can see exactly what you want to create for your food design. So now that you're looking at that, you also have a brown container that I'm going to give you to have your clay sculpture inside. Make sure that you use your pencil to write your art address on that on that container, so I can make sure that you have your clay sculpture that you created. So you're going to write your first and last name, whatever class you're in, your teacher's name, and then that's it. So we're going to go ahead and open this up, and this is air dry clay, so it does dry with the air. You can always add a little bit of water, like a little dab of water, to make it wet again and easier to use, but do not add too much water or it will make it muddy. So for this one, I'm going to do a pizza design. So I'm actually going to take a little bit of my clay and I'm going to put it off to the side, and then I'm going to start making my pizza design. So I'm going to flatten it out. Flatten it out. I'm just gonna work with my thumbs and my fingers to create the pizza. I'm making a pizza slice. You could definitely make a whole pizza if you want, but I'm making a pizza slice. So I will go in and kind of add what I want to do, what I want to do, form it how I want to form it. My crust is up here. Okay. And so mine's looking a little dried out, so I want to add a little bit of water, just a little. I'm going to smooth it out. So you just want to play around with it until you get it how you want it. Okay. And now I'm going to add a bit more of like a curve there on that end. So now that I have how I want my pizza to look, I'm going to add the pepperoni on there, or the toppings. And so that's why I did this little small piece of clay here on the side. We're going to take it. You can roll a small ball of clay. I'm going to make it a little smaller. And this is how you attach anything to the clay. So we're going to use the score and slip method. So this is my pepperoni. I'm going to take the back of my spoon and I'm going to make some little indents. This is called scoring, making indents. And then wherever I'm going to put it, I'm going to also make little indents on there as well, little lines. I'm going to take some water and put a little dab on that part, a little dab on this piece, and I'm going to stick it on. So to make sure that it stays on, you have to make sure that you connect them together. So I'm going to use the end of my fork to connect those two together. Otherwise, it will fall off when it starts to dry. So you have to make sure you do this step. And then take a little water and just smooth it out. So now it can become a part of the pizza. Smooth it out. And now we have our piece of pepperoni connected. You can always go in and add more texture with the back of your spoon. You can add different textures like the cheese and the lines, whatever. So that's my first piece of pepperoni. And you do the same thing with, I'm going to make another little piece of pepperoni here. Same thing, score. Add the lines on one end. Add the lines wherever else you want to do it on your pizza. You can use the top of the spoon too. Add some water here, add some water here, put it on right there, and then go in and make sure that you blend it together with the back of your spoon. And then you don't even have to add water. You can, you don't have to. I'm going to use my fingers this time to just smooth it out to make sure that it's actually now stuck to the pizza. So there you go. And then you can add any other little toppings that you want. You have extra. I'm gonna add, I guess, like a little mushroom or something. A little piece of mushroom here. Same thing, I'm gonna take the little mushroom, add lines on the back, wherever you want to put your mushroom. A little bit of water in both places, add it on, and then smooth it out and connect them together. And smooth it out with my finger. If you do not do this step, when connecting stuff together, it will fall off. And this is the same strategy that you use if anything breaks or if it falls apart while you're making your clay sculpture. It's the same strategy that you would use to connect it back together. Okay? And you just add everything that you want to add. You do the same thing. Smooth it out. And that's it. So this is air dry clay. You're going to make sure that you put it inside of your case that I'm going to give you, the brown case, and it's going to dry. So once you're done with it today, you only have today to do this project. Once you're done with it, that's it. By the time you come to class next time, it will be time for you to color it in, paint it with your acrylic paint or tempera paint. So that's it. I'm going to take these ends off so I don't like that. Round it off on this end and this end. And that's it. And then again, you can always go in and add texture with your spoon to your crust and to your pizza or whatever you're making for your food design, your ramen, cupcake, burger, whatever. Just make that texture on it. And that's it. When you're done, you're going to take a wet napkin, which I don't have right now, but you'll take that wet napkin and you'll just get all this excess clay off of your hands with the wet napkin. And that is it. Put it inside of your cardboard box. Make sure you have your art address on there. Next time you come in, you will be painting with tempera paints or acrylic paint. All right.